Let's install the CFMOTO Z10 upper door kit by 3-Star UTV. We're going to start by installing the side panels. You're going to want to put the tabs on first. We're going to put the 130-degree bent tab on the bottom star bolt above the latch. So loosen your star bolt, put your tab underneath, and then tighten the star bolt. You're going to do the same thing for the top 2 star bolts. These will be using the 90-degree tabs. You'll slide both of them under the star bolt and then reinstall the star bolt. Now we're going to attach the side panel onto the tabs. You're going to use your 1 3/4 bolt to do this with a washer and a lock nut on the back. So just hold your side panel up, line the holes up, the holes on the side panel to the holes in the tabs. Push your 1 3/4 bolt through the outside of the side panel into the tab and secure with a washer and a lock nut. Wait to tighten the lock nuts until you have all lock nuts started. Once they're all started, then you can tighten them down. We're going to move on now to installing the soft door. You're going to want to cut up a few strips of Velcro. I cut my strips into about 6-inch pieces. I also cut a couple of smaller pieces just to test the fit before I start installing all of the Velcro. Take a couple of your smaller pieces of Velcro and put it in a few different locations. And you're going to use this Velcro to hold up the door while you determine the best place for the rest of the Velcro. So I've put my pieces down, and now I'm going to get my door and stick my door to the small pieces. I'm going to move the door around until I find the best place for it. Now I start at the front, I line it up with the front forward-facing roll bar, and I put the door kit on the side. I line up the top of the door kit, the binding, which is that black trim that's all the way around your door. I line that black trim up with near the center of the front of the roll bar, right about where your windshield should be, because you're really going to want your door and your windshield to meet. That way you'll block out all the air. It's really important that the rear of your door kit matches up with the triangle side panel that you've installed. You want to make sure that your button snaps are not interfering with the bolts that are installed in your side panel. Move your door kit around, take a look at the best positions for the rest of your adhesive hook, and then start placing the adhesive hook. I've got my Velcro trimmed into 6-inch pieces. I'm just going to peel and stick along this front roll bar. Yes, we're going to put the adhesive hook onto the sewn-on loop. That's what it is. The soft stuff is loop, the really rough stuff is hook. Technical term for Velcro. You see me with my scissors? That's what you do. You just get your scissors out and you trim it to fit. That's how you get the best fit. You do not want to use one big long strip of Velcro, because we have found that, like, when it gets hot, it'll shrink up and create space between the roll bar and the Velcro, and then dirt and stuff gets in that space and it makes the Velcro less sticky onto the roll bar. Moving on up, I've cut a small piece here. Watch me. I'm going to cut my small piece for the smaller pieces of loop. You're just matching it. I'm just going to keep marking along here, putting the Velcro where I see other loop, put my hook down, back and forth, all the way up. We're going to move around to the front of the machine. These pieces we call double-side straps. They're a little thin. They got hook on one side, loop on the other. They're going to go underneath your windshield. What I like to do is, well, you just seen me. Just cut a small strip, place it down where I think that double side will go, and I want to make sure I'm placing that double side in such a way that it's making the outside of my enclosure nice and flat, not pulling it in some weird direction. So I kind of just go with the flow. Always pull from the top up. Don't pull the bottom one. You're just going to pull your enclosure out of whack. Pull the top double side up and around, and then attach the bottom one to it. Once those double sides connect, they're not going anywhere. It is not coming off. All right, we're going to move down to the door. We're going to, again, just let the enclosure decide where the Velcro goes. Open your door up. I've already placed my Velcro, looks like about an inch from the top. On this, you're going to place one piece of Velcro on the dash and then another piece in front of the latch. Morgan likes to put the Velcro on the door and then peel the back off and then put the door in position and mash the Velcro on, yeah, like that. Which is fun. It works. After you get your door kit installed and positioned the way you want it to be, make sure it is in the perfect position. But then you're going to move on to installing the screw studs for your button snaps. So first, you're going to pull the rear of your enclosure back and match it up with your triangle. These should match up really well. Make sure your buttons aren't interfering with your screws in the side panel. And then mark the center of the button on the side panel. And really, if you get it close, you're going to be okay. I get a little nervous when I have to do it, but usually it works out just fine. Then grab a Phillips head bit and drill that screw stud right in place. It does create a little bit of debris from the plastic pushing up out when you drill, so that's what I'm pulling off around the screw stud. Yeah, you see me pulling all that out of there. I'm trying to get it as close to the plastic as I can get it. You want to get it in there deep, that way you're not pulling it off when you undo your buttons. And here's the finished product. As you can see, I put my windshield on with it. I've got my binding meeting my windshield. I've got my hard top installed with my door kit. Works perfect. I've got my button snaps buttoned. That completes your door kit install.